The air was still as I cast my line into the black water, the silence of the lake broken only by the soft plop of the bait. It was supposed to be a peaceful night, just me and the lake under a full moon. I'd done this 100 times before, fishing alone, letting the night stretch out in quiet solitude. But tonight, something was different. The water didn't feel right. I couldn't place it at first. Maybe it was the way the fog clung to the surface, or how the reflection of the moon seemed distorted, rippling when there was no breeze. The silence pressed in, heavier than usual, like the night itself was watching. I shrugged it off, probably just my mind playing tricks on me. I flicked on my headlamp and waited. The seconds stretched into minutes, and soon the line tugged, a sharp, violent pull. Got something big, real big. I grinned as I reeled it in, feeling the weight of whatever was on the other end, but the closer it got, the colder the air became. My breath came out in visible puffs, even though it was midsummer. As I pulled the line closer, my heart froze. At first I thought it was a mass of weeds, or some debris caught in the line. But as it broke the surface, I saw it. Pale, bloated fingers grasping the hook, attached to a twisted arm. A body. The face that followed was swollen, eyes wide open and staring straight at me. I staggered back, the rod slipping from my hands. But the body didn't stop. It kept coming, dragging itself out of the water. I could hear the wet slapping of its limbs on the boat. I scrambled for the oars, but something grabbed my ankle. I looked down and saw another hand, smaller, thinner, reaching up from the water, its grip icy cold. I kicked at it, panic clawing at my throat, but more hands started to rise from the lake. Dozens of them, their skeletal fingers scraping at the sides of the boat, pulling it down, pulling me down. The boat rocked violently, and suddenly I was underwater, sinking fast. The hands were all over me now, dragging me into the depths. I fought, kicked, but it was useless. Through the murky water, I could see their faces, dozens of them, staring, mouths open in silent screams. The last thing I felt before everything went black was the cold, the endless cold, as the lake claimed me.